Good afternoon and welcome to Wilderspool for this, the first round of the Slam Lager Premiership. Warrington at the moment having their photograph taken, and their team for this afternoon's game is at 1, Paul Ford, 2, Mark Foster, at 3 is Paul Cullen, 4 is Ronnie Dwayne, at 5 Brian Carbett, 6 Paul Bishop, 7 is Andy Gregory, 8 is Les Boyd, at 9 Tony Hodgson, 10 Kevin Tamati, 11 Dave Allen, 12 Bob Jackson, and 13 is Billy McGinty. The substitutes for Warrington are Kevin Meadows and Tommy Gittins. The Widnes side at 1 Mick Burke, 2 Stuart Wright, 3 Darren Wright, at 4 David Hume, 5 John Basnett, at 6 Tony Milo, 7 John Milo, at 8 Kurt Sorensen, 9 Keith Elwell, at 10 Michael Neal, 11 John Fieldhouse, 12 Paul Hume, and 13 is Richard Ayres. The substitutes for Widnes are Ralph Linton and Ian Gormley. The referee is Mr MacDonald of Wigan. His touch judges are Mr Lloyd and Mr Brown. So a Cheshire derby in this, the first round of the Slam Lager Premiership. Warrington finishing 4th, Widnes 5th. And the two captains of Warrington, Les Boyd, and of Widnes, Mick Burke. Toss the coin in the centre of the field. And the teams will swap round, so Warrington will be playing from right to left on our screens, playing in the white with the primrose and blue band, witnessing their change strip of all red. And it'll be Widnes who will get the game underway. So the referee signals to his linesman, and this first round match gets underway. It's a good kick, and that is a knock-on from Bob Jackson. So pull start there for Warrington. And a scrum down midway inside the Warrington 25 in this, the first minute of the game. Scrum half for Widnes. John Milo puts the ball in. Widnes ball. His brother Milo, nice pass there to Darren Wright, but he's well tackled. Elwell this time hands it on to Sorensen. Sorensen charges in, got sent off in midweek against Castleford. This time it's Elwell. Milo dummies, looks for the gap, finds it. And Widnes in this first minute putting the pressure on Warrington, virtually on the Warrington line. Elwell once more sends it left onto Fieldhouse. Fieldhouse a long pass and intercepted by Mark Foster. Mark Foster's away. Well done there by Mark Foster to intercept that pass from John Fieldhouse, and that is a free kick to Warrington. Mark Foster not being allowed to get up from that tackle. So Paul Bishop, left-footed, puts the ball safely into touch over on that far side. So Warrington in possession for the first time in the match. Tony Hodgson takes it, hands it on to Les Boyd. Boyd charges in, gets away from 2 tackles. His pass goes loose, it's picked up by Gregory. And Gregory is hit to the ground by Kurt Sorensen. Hodgson this time hands it on to Tamati. Tamati straightens up, takes play inside the Widnes half. Good run there from Kevin Tamati. Hodgson this time will take it on to Dave Allen. Allen meets John Fieldhouse though, and John Fieldhouse with the assistance of Paul Hume bring him down. Once again Tony Hodgson sends it on to Gregory. Gregory looks for the gap once more and is away. And that it will be a free kick. A little argument there in midfield between Elwell and Gregory. Elwell there, a high tackle on Andy Gregory. Gregory didn't like it, retaliated. And a little skirmish in the opening minutes of the match. Keith Elwell getting lectured from Mr MacDonald. And Mr MacDonald will also call over Warrington scrum half Andy Gregory and have a little word with Mr Gregory, telling him next time you'll be off, but the free kick goes to Warrington. And already this game boiling over. So a chance for Paul Bishop to open the scoring.
Calling him names and the bloody foul. Yeah, that's what he does.
So Paul Bishop, a chance to open the scoring with this penalty attempt. Paul Bishop then comes up. It looks a good one, and it's straight through the posts. Warrington open the scoring, a Paul Bishop penalty. The score, Warrington 2, Widnes 0. So Widnes to restart. Once again, it's a long kick from John Milo. Safely taken though by Billy McGinty. McGinty coming out of his own 25, charges forward, breaks one tackle, finally tackled over on that far side by Richard Ayres. Hodson this time has it onto Dave Allen. Allen charges through, gets away from one tackle, brought down finally by Mike O'Neill. Hodson once again has it onto Gregory. Gregory to Tamati. Tamati comes forward. He's held in midfield by two Widnes players. Hodson once again to Gregory. Gregory to Bishop. Bishop though drops the ball, goes backwards, and he's caught in possession by John Milo. Jackson will take this one from the play the ball, sends it onto Dave Allen. Allen with the kick. Stuart Wright fumbles it, goes backwards though. Finally picks the ball up, he's faced by Paul Cullen, and Les Boyd hammers him hard. Good tackle there from Les Boyd. Tony Milo from the play the ball goes himself, but meets Ronnie Dwayne, and also there is Bob Jackson. Elwell sends it left this time. Milo a long pass out, taken by Ayres, but Ayres is well tackled by McGinty. Good tackling coming in from White at the moment. This time it goes on to Fieldhouse. Fieldhouse straightens up, gets the ball away to Sorensen. Sorensen's pass is knocked on by Elwell. And White pressurising Widnes there into mistakes. And that will be a scrum down on the Widnes 25. Gregory will put the ball in. It comes down the wide side, hands it on to Bishop. Bishop to Dwayne. Dwayne charging forward now. Cullen took it well. Paul Ford has it. Tony Hodson this time from the play the ball goes himself, skips one tackle, knocks another man off, still going, and another man. Good run there from Hodson before he's finally tackled by Paul Hume. Gregory this time from the play the ball goes himself, hands out to Boyd. Boyd charges in, tries to get the ball away, and finally does to Gregory. Gregory now going, still going left, still going. Dummies finally brought down though by Darren Wright. Carver hands it on to Tamati. Tamati goes forward, still going. Warrington moving forward now. Midway inside the Widnes 25. Gregory from the play the ball, hands it on to Paul Bishop. Bishop to Dave Allen. Allen can't take it, and that's a knock on and a scrum down. So scrum down inside the Widnes 25. John Milo puts the ball in, comes out on the Widnes side, but Warrington penalised. Offside. And the free kick goes to Widnes. And the ball put safely into touch. Elwell takes it, hands it on to Mike O'Neill. O'Neill charges forward, stopped though by Gregory and Ronnie Dwayne. Elwell once more. Goes himself on the play the ball, but Warrington will be penalised for offside over on that far side. Paul Bishop, the offender. So John Milo, a chance to make some useful yardage for Widnes. And puts the ball safely into touch. And Widnes now in possession. Midway inside the Warrington half of the field. Basnick takes it, hands it on to Elwell, to Milo. Milo, onto it comes Richard Ayres, but Richard Ayres is well tackled by Les Boyd. Goes right this time, Fieldhouse, long pass, well taken there by Milo. And Milo's still going. And finally the touch judge is on. Over on that far side, Mr. Lloyd comes onto the field. Mr. Ayres, Richard Ayres. The Widnes loose forward receives treatment, and the referee talks to Les Boyd. And a free kick goes to Widnes for the elbow after the ball had gone. So Widnes have a chance then to equal the scores. So, kicking responsibilities for Widnes today in the hands of John Mylott. So, John Mylott, a chance to tie the scores. He comes up, and his kick is safely through from John Mylott. So that makes the score Warrington 2, Widnes 2. Paul Bishop quickly gets ready to take the kick-off. Stuart Wright takes it safely at his own 25. He comes out, goes across field, and meets Ronnie Dwayne, who brings him down safely. Mylott looks for the gap. Well spotted though from Tony Hodgson, who brought him down. Keith Elwell from the play the ball, hands it on to John Fieldhouse. Fieldhouse, but he's stopped by Gregory and Bishop. Plays it to Elwell. Mylott took it well, but the referee says it was a knock-on. John Mylott doesn't like the decision, but that is a scrum down just outside the Widnes 25.
Mr. Bill Wrench of Padgate, please phone home immediately. Mr. Bill Wrench of Padgate, please phone home immediately.
So, Gregory to put the ball in. Scrums at the moment, a bit messy as the ball goes in, comes down the wedge side. Gregory goes blindside, still going, hands it on to Dwayne. Dwayne takes place out the Widnes 25, still going. He's near to touch Widnes, and in fact he's lost the ball to John Mylott, and Mylott's away, well tackled though by Andy Gregory. And Gregory kicks the ball away, and that will be a scrum down. So once again, a scrum down on the Widnes 25. Warrington 2, Widnes 2. John Mylott to put the ball in this time. Referee McDonald though still not happy with these scrums as the front rows meet once more, but Mr. Manarul will bring them back good 10 yards to where the scrum should be formed the first time. So the front rows meet once more, but the free kick goes to Widnes. And the kick is put safely to touch by John Mylott. So Widnes in possession, midway inside their own half. Second part of the penalty. Elwell hands it on to Mike O'Neill. O'Neill though meets Hodgson, Boyd and Carbett. Elwell from the play the ball, sends it left with John Mylott. Mylott back to Elwell. Elwell straightens up, but three Warrington players are there to meet him. Boyd, Gregory and Hodgson. Mike O'Neill sends it left onto Mylott. Mylott to Richard Ayres. Ayres though is well tackled by Dave Allen and McGinty. Mylott once again sends it left with Kurt Sorensen. Sorensen charges in, but another good tackle there. Bob Jackson and Tony Hodgson. John Fieldhouse from the play the ball, sends it left. The kick comes in from Richard Ayres. It's a long one, and a good one from Richard Ayres. Sending play back inside the Warrington 25. For the scrum down, midway inside the Warrington 25. And the penalty immediately goes to Warrington. And no doubt these scrummages going to be a problem all afternoon for referee Mr. McDonald, as this time Paul Bishop, left-footed, puts the ball safely into touch, over on that far side. Sets Warrington up in possession once again. Tony Hodgson this time takes it, hands it on to Jackson. Jackson charges in once again, gets away from one tackle, takes play to the halfway line. Hodgson once again, this time Les Boyd has it. Boyd charges in, and the Warrington crowd infuriated there from that tackle coming in from Richard Ayres. The referee says it's alright. Boyd plays it, Hodgson hands it on to Gregory. Gregory dummies, hands it on to McGinty. McGinty now has got space, but he's well tackled. Paul Cullen sends it on to Gregory. Gregory goes back left, on to Roy Dwayne. Dwayne now's got space, looks for the gap. Just tackled though. Myelwell, Cullen once again. This time it's Tamati. Tamati takes play inside the Widnes 25 before he's brought down by John Fieldhouse and Richard Ayres. Sixth tackle this time for Warrington. Hodgson plays it back to Bishop, lines himself up for the drop goal, and it's there. Paul Bishop with the drop goal. Took it calmly, takes Warrington into the lead. Warrington 3 points, Widnes 2. The drop goal from Paul Bishop. So 14 minutes gone as John Myler restarts. Jackson this time takes it safely. Coming out of his own 25. Brought down by John Fieldhouse and Mike O'Neill. Hodgson this time goes himself on to play the ball. Knocks off Keith Elwell, still going, finally brought down. Dave Allen to Les Boyd. Boyd again charges forward, gets the ball away to Gregory. Gregory with a good pass onto Bishop. Bishop, but his pass just goes behind Brian Carbett. And it's a touch for the scrum down. Midway between the halfway and 25-yard line in the Warrington half. John Myler will prepare to feed the ball when the front rows meet. They do. Puts the ball in, goes out on the Widnes side. Mick Burt's linking up in attack, gets the ball away. A chance now here for David Hume, but he's well tackled. Myler hands it on to Ayres. Ayres goes forward, takes play inside the Warrington 25 before he's brought down.
Come on, Ryan, watch this, man.
Goes left this time, Paul Hume. Tries to get the ball away over on that far side, but he's well tackled. Goes right this time, John Myler, dummies. Goes back left, straightens up. Jackson meets him and brings him down. Goes right this time. Myler still going. Finally brought down by Andy Gregory. Sixth tackle for Widnes. Played on to Fieldhouse. Fieldhouse, a long pass out, danger here for Warrington. Paul Hume still going, he's stopped over on that far side. And that is the sixth tackle, and that is the turnover. Good defence over on that far side to stop Paul Hume. So from the play the ball, Kevin Tamati takes it. Jackson this time tries to clear his lines, makes a good 5 yards before he's brought down by John Fieldhouse. Gregory from the play the ball, goes himself, dummies, looks for the gap. Finally brought down by Myler. Hodgson to Tamati. Tamati goes forward. Good run from Kevin Tamati, clears his lines well. Gregory's acting halfback, sends it back to Paul Bishop. Bishop with the kick, across field. Stuart Wright is there, takes it safely. It's faced by Cullen and Dwayne and Carbett, and they knock him down immediately. Darren Wright is acting halfback from the play the ball, hands it on to Tony Myler. Myler with the kick through, it's too long, but bounces nicely for Widnes, but Paul Ford takes it nicely, skips one tackle, hands it on to Carbett. Carbett's got space, cuts back inside, still going. Finally brought down by Michael O'Neill. Good run there from Brian Carbett. Nicely made from Paul Ford. Paul Ford at the moment is acting halfback, sends it right onto Boyd. Boyd charges forward once again, but doesn't take the pass. This time it's Gregory, charges forward, high tackle there from John Fieldhouse, but the referee says it's alright, hit Gregory's chest. Goes right this time with Dave Allen. Allen goes forward, stopped on the Widnes 25-yard line for the sixth tackle. Cullen hands it on to Bishop, lines himself up for the drop goal again, and once again Paul Bishop with the drop goal. 2 drop goals for Paul Bishop, takes the score. Warrington 4, Widnes 2. And this game really end-to-end stuff at the moment. Lots of free-flowing play. Typical Cheshire Derby match. So John Myler restarts for Widnes along the ground. Jackson takes it safely, goes straight, gets out of his own 25 before he's brought down. This time Tamati comes forward, tries to get the ball away. Hodgson takes it safely, goes behind. Gregory now, chance of a counter attack here from Warrington McGinty, but he's caught in possession by Tony Myler and John Myler. Les Boyd to Gregory. Gregory cuts back inside. Another high tackle there from Keith Elwell. Once again, Keith Elwell, who was the offender before. And Keith Elwell goes across. And Mr. McDonald has his notebook out. That's Keith Elwell's second offence on Andy Gregory for a high tackle. And this time Keith Elwell goes into the referee's notebook. And Warrington have the free kick. Midway inside their own half. Paul Bishop has the ball. Who'll put this ball into touch over. And a good kick from Paul Bishop. So Warrington eager now to get play started. Hodgson has it onto Boyd. Boyd charges in once more. Stopped on the 25-yard line by Mike O'Neill. Hodgson has it onto Gregory. Gregory to Tamati. Tamati makes a few yards before he's brought down. Warrington now pressing inside the Widnes 25. Dave Allen. Allen straightens up. Met by John Fieldhouse and Mike O'Neill. Tony Hodgson will take it this time from the play the ball. Sends it left with Gregory. Gregory now looking for the gap and finds it. Still going. Gets the ball away to Boyd, but he couldn't take the pass. Nice play though from Andy Gregory. Looked for the gap. And his pass there to Les Boyd just did not get through. And that is a scrum down. Deep inside the Widnes 25. Once again, the scrum's not happy to Mr. McDonald's liking. The ball comes out, goes over the Widnes try line. Mitbert takes it, well tackled by Paul Bishop. Myler, good tackle there, Paul Bishop. And it goes left this time, and the free kick goes to Widnes. Well, that infringement at the play the ball. The kick goes safely to touch on this near side. Just over halfway through the first half. It's Warrington 4, Widnes 2. Widnes have the second part of the penalty on their own 25-yard line. Elwell, dummies, sends it on to Myler. Richard Ayres. Ayres is brought down by Dave Allen. John Myler once more sends it left to Tony Myler. Myler, dummies, sends the pass away, but good tackle over on that far side. And Warrington in fact have the ball. Up with it comes Bob Jackson. Warrington now on the attack on the Widnes 25. It goes left, Dave Allen. Allen onto Les Boyd. Boyd, nice dummy. Gets out with Boyd, still going out to the right. Dwayne still going, kicks ahead. Mick Burt finally takes it. Widnes though back in possession. David Hume coming away with the ball, gets away from one tackle, but a good tackle coming in from Billy McGinty. Mike O'Neill this time, but meets Kevin Tamati and Billy McGinty. John Fieldhouse this time from the play the ball, hands it on to Myler. Myler with the kick, but that is too long, and that's ball back to the Widnes 25 for the scrum down. So Gregory will put the ball in midway inside the Widnes 25. An important scrum for both sides. He puts the ball in, comes out on the right side. Gregory onto Paul Bishop. Bishop now back to Dwayne. Dwayne charges forward, no, but he's well tackled by Myler and Bird. But Warrington now on the attack. Paul Bishop, Jackson charges forward. Brought down low by Paul Hume. Hodgson this side. Tamati this time comes forward. Brought down by Sorensen, but Warrington now edging nearer to that Widnes try line. This time it's Boyd. Boyd charges forward, gets the ball to Gregory, but Gregory just held at the Widnes try line. Hodgson to Dave Allen. Allen still going. He's over. No, he's held on his back, says the referee. No, he stopped just short of the Widnes line. Bishop back to Paul Ford. Paul Ford with the kick ahead. Big Burke takes it safely, and Tony Hodgson easily tackles him. Touch and goal, but good play there from Warrington. Perhaps they would have preferred to try from their moves and the 6 tackles, but they should have possession when John Myler takes the drop out. So John Myler drops out. Paul Ford is underneath it, takes it safely, comes forward. He's got Mike O'Neill in front of him, brought down though by John Fieldhouse. Paul Bishop this time sends it left with Gregory. Gregory moving forward, cuts back inside. Nice play for Gregory, he's going all the way. The pass though intercepted by Stuart Wright. Gregory can't believe it. His pass and break was inch perfect. But Stuart Wright was in the way, but he was nicely bundled into touch by Paul Cullen and Brian Carbett on this near side for another scrum down. So 5 yards from the Widnes try line, a scrum down. Gregory has the ball. Once again, the referee not satisfied with these scrums. We'll bring them back. Still, he wants the scrums back. So the front rows meet once more. Gregory puts the ball in, but he'll have to do it again. Referee McDonald not happy with the scrum. Ball goes in once more and comes to Widnes. Tony Martin looks for the break, gets the ball away. Counter attack now here from Widnes. Good tackle though on Darren Wright by Paul Ford. Goes left this time. Tony Myler. Myler onto Ayres. Ayres is well tackled over on that far side by Paul Cullen. This time it's Fieldhouse. Fieldhouse straightens up. Good tackle from Bishop. Paul Hume is acting half-back for Widnes, sends it left. John Myler onto Sorensen. Sorensen with a pass onto Mike O'Neill, but he's well tackled over on that far side by Bob Jackson. And Mark Foster goes right this time once again. Myler, the kick, nicely taken by Mark Foster. Goes down the wing. And to play now on the halfway line, Warrington in possession. Paul Cullen sends it on to McGinty. McGinty goes forward, playing now inside the Widnes half of the field. Gregory, Boyd juggles it, goes behind him. O'Neill knocks the ball on. Paul Bishop's in possession, but the referee gives the scrum down. So 15 minutes remaining in this first half. Warrington 4 points, Widnes 2 as Myler puts the ball in, but the referee again not happy with the scrum. As it collapses, Myler puts the ball in again, and Warrington penalised. Loose arm and Myler, good kick. Set now Widnes up on the attack. So set move here for Widnes. Elwell, O'Neill, Sorensen, across field, hands it on to Richard Ayres. Richard Ayres comes through, loses the ball. So a scrum down for that knock on, just outside the 1-25. Once again, these scrums causing a major problem for Mr. McDonald, but in the end, Widnes this time are penalised, and Warrington have the free kick. So Paul Bishop left-footed once again and safely puts the ball into touch over on that far side, sets Warrington up in possession. Hodgson with the tap, fumbles it, picks it up, goes forward, knocks off one man, finally brought down by Mike O'Neill. Samity hands it on to Allen, Allen straightens up. Takes play just short of the Widnes 25. Tony Hodson will take it this time to Gregory, to Bishop, back to Gregory. Les Boyd charges forward, looks for the gap and finds it. Cuts back inside, onto Bishop. Bishop hands it on to Hodson. Hodson still going, finally brought down by Mickberg. Good move there for White to set them up now. First try scoring chance, it goes right this time at Dave Allen. A good pass from Ford out to Foster. Foster cuts back inside, he's well tackled though by John Basnett. White though now just a couple of yards from the Widnes line. It comes left. A quick pass out, Tamati can't take it, Gregory picks it up and caught by John Milo. Sixth tackle, Warrington losing considerable ground. And Gregory looks injured, it goes back to Paul Ford. Paul Ford with the kick. It's a good one, it's bouncing awkwardly, Elwell's going for it, Foster's there, but it goes dead. Widnes have a tap from the 25-yard line. And Andy Gregory receiving treatment at the moment. So the tap onto Sorensen. Sorensen, nice pass on there to Tony Milo. Milo's away, his pass is nicely out to Hume. Hume onto Darren Wright. Right now, he's faced by Paul Ford, beats him nicely. Brian Carbett tackles him well though, but a lovely move, in fact he drops the ball. Good covering tackle there from Brian Carbett. After Darren Wright had beaten Paul Ford, Brian Carbett came back well to bring him down and force Darren Wright to drop the ball for the scrum down. The ball comes out to Warrington, but Gregory will have to put the ball in once again. The scrum collapsing. Gregory feeds. And it's a Warrington ball, Gregory comes away with it. But Richard Ayres and Michael Neal bring him down. Brian Carbett from the play of the ball goes himself. Gregory this time to Tamati. Tamati. But there's three Widnes players on to him. Gregory goes blindside, cuts back inside, drops the ball though. Stuart Wright kicks ahead, Brian Carbett kicks down. He's tripped as he went through by Richard Ayres, but the touch judge's flag of Mr. Brown is in the air, and that will be a scrum down. So still awaiting the first try of the match. At the moment we have a scrum down. And the scrums at the moment very messy, and once again the ball isn't put into the scrum. The free kick is given immediately, this time to Widnes, and this time there's a fight between Les Boyd and Kurt Sorensen. Mr. McDonald is there though. Widnes then with a chance, the kick is put into touch by Milo. A chance now for Widnes. Keith Elwell to Mike O'Neill. O'Neill comes forward, gets away from Tamati. Tamati though comes back well to tackle O'Neill with the assistance of Andy Gregory. Elwell to Milo. Milo, Sorensen, flip pass to Hume. Hume moves forward, meets Tony Hodson though, and Bob Jackson aids him in the tackle. Elwell on to Sorensen. Sorensen comes forward, well tackled though by Hodson. Gets up, Jackson's there to bring him down. From the play of the ball this time, it's Keith Elwell. Elwell still going, cuts back inside, and Gregory's there to meet him. John Milo to Richard Ayres. Ayres a long pass to Tony Milo. Milo straightens up, looks for the gap. Billy McGinty's there and tackles in well with Les Boyd. Sixth tackle this time for Widnes. They're on the Warrington 25. Fieldhouse sends it back to John Milo. Milo with the kick. It's a tantalising one, but it's well too long, and that will be played back to the Warrington 25 for a scrum down. So Andy Gregory over on that far side to put the ball in, as Mr. McDonald lectures both front rows. And they pat down and meet once more, and the free kick goes to Warrington. So Paul Bishop takes the kick and takes it nicely to set Warrington up in the Widnes half once more. Hodson, Les Boy charges in once again. Good tackle coming in though from Mike O'Neill and John Fieldhouse. Jackson this time goes forward, gets away from one tackle, still going, finally having to be brought down by Richard Ayres. Good run again from Bob Jackson. Hodson this time to Tamati. Tamati moves forward inside the Widnes 25 he goes before he has to be brought down by Fieldhouse and Milo. Hodson this time sends it right with Gregory to Bishop, back to Gregory. On to McGinty, but McGinty just can't take it, and Hume has it for Widnes. And Widnes back in possession, and this time the touch judge is on again, Mr. Lloyd. And he's going to penalise Paul Cullen. And Paul Cullen is penalised for the fist in the tackle. So Widnes back in possession, midway inside their own half. Keith Elwell will take it, hands it this time to John Fieldhouse. Fieldhouse straightens up, gets it away to Elwell. Elwell gets the ball back, but Dave Allen spotted the trouble and brought down Milo well. Mike O'Neill from the play the ball goes himself, makes a few yards before he's brought down. Elwell this time to Milo, on to Fieldhouse, Fieldhouse to Hume. Hume looks for the gap. Well tackled there by Billy McGinty. Tony Milo goes himself. Good tackle though coming in from Paul Cullen. Elwell sends it left this time with John Milo. Milo with the kick. And this time successful one. And that will be a scrum down.
Score at Knowsley Road. St Helens 8, Leeds 20.
And once again from the scrum down. The ball isn't even put into the scrum, and Widnes get it and they take it quickly. Tony Milo. Milo now comes forward. Gets the ball to Sorensen. Sorensen knocks off one man, goes across field onto Darren Wright. Wright, good tackle though from Roy Dwayne and Paul Cullen. But Widnes now on the attacking side, the Warrington 25 with Kurt Sorensen. Sends it on to John Milo. Milo to Fieldhouse. Fieldhouse now with a break. Hands it out to Richard Ayres. Richard Ayres is going for the try line. Good tackle there from Billy McGinty. And the knock on. Good cover tackle coming in there from McGinty as Richard Ayres was powering through. Assisted by Paul Cullen. And the knock on and the scrum down midway inside the Warrington 25. Will we get a decent scrum this time, we ask? Gregory puts the ball in, out on the Warrington side. Gregory cuts inside, brought down though by Richard Ayres. Tamati this time, dummies. Finally brought down by Richard Ayres and Tony Milo. Gregory this time, hands it on to Hodson. Hodson moves forward and in fact drops the ball, and Darren Wright has it for Widnes. Stuart Wright to Richard Ayres. Ayres moves forward, tackled by Tamati. Widnes now putting on the pressure at the end of this first half. Elwell sends it left with Sorensen. Sorensen to Fieldhouse. Fieldhouse moves forward. Good tackle from McGinty. Gets the ball away to Mick Burke. Mick Burke gets away from one tackle, still going. Good run from Mick Burke. Elwell this time sends it left. Milo onto Sorensen. Sorensen onto Hume. And that is a forward pass. Well spotted by the referee. And that is a scrum down. So once again another scrum down. Gregory puts the ball in. Out on the Warrington side. Dummies. Goes across field. Finally brought down by Tony Milo. Bishop. Dummies. Nice play there from Bishop. Finally brought down by John Milo. Hodson, from the play the ball, goes himself. Stopped by Mike O'Neill. Gregory this time, plays it to Tamati. Tamati straightens up, has to go himself. And he's stopped on the 25-yard line over on that far side. This time it's Gregory. Gregory to Mark Foster. Foster. He's brought down by Mike O'Neill. 6th tackle for Warrington. Gregory from the play the ball, hands it back to Paul Ford. Ford with the kick. It's a long one over the head of Mick Burt. John Basnett's there. Takes it safely. Coming away with the ball now. Good tackle though coming in from Dave Allen. Keith Elwell from the play the ball, hands it on to Tony Myler. Myler straightens up. Good tackle coming in there from Cullen and Jackson. Elwell once more, sends it to Myler. Myler onto Fieldhouse. Fieldhouse, a nice pass there, well taken by David Hume. Hume's now away. Good tackle over on that far side. Bob Jackson come back well there, did Bob Jackson, for a great tackle over on that far side. Assisted also by Paul Cullen. But once again we have another scrum down on the Warrington 25. A couple of minutes now remain in this first half. Warrington with a 2-point lead. Warrington 4, Widnes 2. Warrington getting the free kick from that scrum. Paul Bishop with the kick. It's a good one. Warrington now at the end of this first half make something of this play. It's Les Boy this time who's coming. He's tackled though by Fieldhouse and O'Neill. Dave Allen, Allen to Bishop, Bishop back to McGinty. McGinty though is stopped. And in fact there does go the hoots off for half-time. A very hard, tough match. Still, we await the first try at half-time. The score is Warrington 4, Widnes 2. The scoring started with a goal from Paul Bishop. Equalised by a John Myler goal. 2 Paul Bishop drop goals make the half-time score. Warrington 4, Widnes 2. So the teams reappear for the second half. Warrington 4, Widnes 2, the half-time score. No changes on either side from the sides that finished the first half. So perhaps the first try of the match could decide it. With such a close score as 4 points to 2. Still the sun blazes down. As Paul Bishop restarts the second half. It's a long one. Mick Burke's underneath it, collects it safely. Coming out of his own 25, gets away from Paul Cullen, but well stopped by Ray Dwayne. Stuart Wright goes himself, but Billy McGinty and Ray Dwayne are there once again. Elwell to Myler. The kick comes in from Myler. Looks a good one. Matt Foster's there for Warrington, but bounces awkwardly for him. Stops it well though. Gets away from Basnett. Good run there from Matt Foster. Finally brought down by David Hume. Paul Ford on the play of the ball, goes forward. Makes a few yards, in fact a good run from Paul Ford there. Tamati this time to Gregory, onto Hodson. Hodson comes forward, takes play inside the Widnes half. Tamati to Gregory. Gregory, nice slip pass onto Dave Allen. Allen now has got to break his away. Good tackle from Mike O'Neill. Once again the slip pass there from Gregory. Set Warrington up on the attack. Gregory once again now. Still going. Nice pass onto Bishop. Bishop's away. Good tackle over there on that far side. But Warrington now press forward. 6th tackle. Gregory. Little kick it through across field. Myler's there. Takes it safely. Stopped though by Paul Ford. Tony Milo gets the ball away. Now a break here for Hume. He's away. Matt Foster, good tackle there. And in fact, Warrington have the ball. Tony Hodgson has it. And an injury there now to Paul Hume. But Warrington back in possession. Tamati to Gregory. Gregory now. Dummies comes back inside, but he's stopped by Myler and O'Neill.
Come on, Wyatt, run out to him.
Tamati this time to Dave Allen. Allen to Jackson. Jackson has to straighten up. And there's 3 Widnes players immediately on him. Jackson still going. Stopped on the Widnes 25. Hodgson this time. Boyd comes forward. Still going. He's held up in the tackle. Hodgson this time. Gregory. Good pass out to Cullen. Cullen now is over on that far side, but the pass is charged down. And Widnes in possession, but a knock on. And the stretcher is in fact coming on for Paul Hume. Injured in that tackle. And the St John's Ambulance men are on. So, Paul Hume will take no further part in this exciting match, to be replaced by Ian Gormley. So, Paul Hume is stretching from the field. And Ian Gormley replaces him. So a scrum down over on that far side, midway inside the Widnes 25.
Who was it that?
Hume. So the scrum down. Gregory puts the ball in. And Widnes in possession. Tony Milo gets away from one tackle and another is away. Nice pass, slip pass there to John Milo. Nice break there from Widnes. Sets them up on the attack now. Fieldhouse back to O'Neill. O'Neill on to Richard Ayres. Richard Ayres now has got a break. Well spotted by Paul Cullen. Good tackle. Mike O'Neill this time, rather play the ball, hands it on to Sorensen. Sorensen to John Milo. Milo comes back across field. Good tackle again from Paul Cullen. Keith Elwell. Sorensen with the kick. It's a good one. And Sorensen has it. And a nice pass, but it's forward. A forward pass. Well spotted again by the referee. As David Hume sprinted to the line, he was caught by Matt Foster, but the forward pass had been given.
So this is score, ladies and gentlemen. Leeds 20, Cullen 16. Wigan are leading 6-0.
So once again, the referee talks to the front rows, and the free kick going to Warrington. So Paul Bishop has the ball once again and has the free kick, and once again safely puts the ball into touch. Warrington then back in possession. Dave Allen this time takes place out of the Widnes half of the field before he's stopped by Mike O'Neill. Tony Hodgson this time to Bob Jackson. Jackson straightens up, and once again another good run from Jackson before he's stopped by substitute Gormley and Richard Ayres. Hodgson this time to Gregory. Gregory. Nice pass to McGinty. McGinty though just caught by Milo. Tamati to Gregory. Gregory coming across field. Back to Dave Allen. And Allen is stopped. Hodgson to Gregory. Gregory looking for the gap and clearly finding it just being brought down by Richard Ayres. 6th tackle then for Warrington. Once again it goes back to Paul Bishop. Sets himself up for the drop goal once again. But this time it goes to the left of the posts. And Widnes have a tap from their own 25-yard line. So Ian Gormley, tackled by Tony Hodson. Sorensen this time goes forward. Good tackle though from Cullen. David Hume is acting half-back for Widnes. Sends it on to John Myler. Myler to Richard Ayres. Richard Ayres cuts back inside, gets the ball away. It goes loose. Elwell has to pick it up. It's a long pass out. And Warrington there managed finally to tackle Darren Wright. Paul Bishop was the tackler. This time it goes on to Mick Burt. Mick Burt lines himself up for the kick. And it's an inch perfect by Mick Burke. So Gregory puts the ball in, and offside against Andy Gregory, not retiring at the scrum. So Widnes have the free kick. Myler puts the ball into touch inside the 1-25 now. Widnes with a chance to score the first try. John Basnett will take it, goes himself. Brought down by Tamati. Keith Elwell sends it out to Milo. Milo back to Mike O'Neill. O'Neill goes across field, gets away from one tackle, who's going for the corner. Good tackle coming in from Hodson and Carbett. In fact, Mark Foster it was. This time it's Milo. Milo onto Sorensen. Sorensen looks for the gap, he's away, and Sorensen will go over. Kurt Sorensen scores the first try. Saw the gap nicely and went over to the right of the posts. And the first try of the afternoon goes to Widnes to score a Kurt Sorensen. So John Myler, and it's there. Warrington 4 points, Widnes 8.
It's only 8-4, you know. It's only 8-4. 8-4, that's all it is. It's not 24-4, anything like that.
So Paul Bishop to restart. Kicks deep. Safely taken by John Basnett. Coming out of his own 25. Well tackled though by Jackson. Fieldhouse this time, across field, gets away from one tackle, gets the ball away. A nice break from Darren Wright. Just caught though. And in fact the free kick going to Widnes. Defender Brian Carbett. So John Myle, chance to make more yards, and he does. So Keith Elwell onto Mike O'Neill. O'Neill comes forward, takes play inside the Warrington half, in fact loses the ball, and Warrington back in possession. Well spotted there by Bob Jackson. This time it's McGinty. McGinty goes forward, makes good ground before he's finally brought down. This time it's Jackson. Jackson goes himself on to play the ball, moves forward. Another good run from Bob Jackson. Taking play short of the 25-yard line, in fact loses the ball. And it's Widnes back in possession. Mick Burke. Brought down by Jackson. Kurt Sorensen. Goes himself back to Fieldhouse. Fieldhouse onto Mike O'Neill. O'Neill gets it away to Milo. Milo's still going. Stopped finally by Bishop and Cullen. David Hume. Milo onto Burke. Burke, nice pass onto Gormley. Gormley though gets away from one tackle. Roy Dwayne had to come back well to tackle Gormley then. The kick from Milo, and it's a good one. So a scrum down on the 1-25. So Gregory to put the ball in. And the penalty going to Widnes. And they take it quickly. Tony Myler. Myler now gets away from one tackle, still going, brought down by Ray Dwayne. John Myler sends it on to Fieldhouse. Fieldhouse now. Long pass out, David Hume, it goes behind him, but he picks it up. Brought down by Paul Cullen. Mick Burke on to Mike O'Neill. O'Neill straightens up. Stopped by McGinty and Cullen, being pushed back. Fieldhouse on to Myler. Myler, Sorensen. Sorensen. Nice pass there onto Darren Wright. Darren Wright brought down well though by Paul Bishop. Keith Elwell onto Myler. Myler back to Elwell. Across to Tony Myler. Myler onto Mick Burke. Mick Burke charging forward. Well tackled by Tamati and Cullen. 6 tackle then for Widnes. Elwell back to John Myler. Sets himself up for the drop goal, but it goes wide. So Warrington have a tap from their own 25. Les Boyd gets the ball away to Gregory. Gregory goes left onto Jackson. Jackson straightens up, brought down by Gormley and Sorensen. Gregory this time. Domays lots for the gap and finds it once again. Makes good ground before he's finally brought down by Mag O'Neill and John Fieldhouse. Tamati sends it on to Jackson. Jackson moves forward. Takes play once again inside the Widnes half of the field. Tamati to Gregory. Gregory has to send it back to Dave Allen. Dave Allen moves forward, but he's caught by Kurt Sorensen and Mike O'Neill. Gregory once again sends it on to Jackson. Jackson looking for the gap, gets the ball away to Les Boyd. Les Boyd now, the pass, oh it finally goes on to Brian Carpet, but the forward pass is given.
Come on, Gregory.
So scrum down just outside the Widnes 25. John Myler will put the ball in. And the ball comes out. But the referee says have to do it all over again, and the scrums will have to form once again. Once again, Myler puts the ball in. And a free kick to Warrington this time. A chance now. Paul Bishop, no doubt, will be given the ball here and try and take players near to that Widnes try line as possible. And he does a good kick now, Warrington. Can they make anything now from this tap? Hudson takes it once again. They're all charging in. It finally goes on to Les Boyd. Les Boyd charges for the corner. He's held over in that far corner. In fact, he's pushed into touch. For another scrum down. So scrum down, couple of yards from the Widnes try line. And the penalty given to Widnes. So once again, John Myler has the ball and safely puts it into touch. Well, hands it on to Fieldhouse. Fieldhouse moves forward, caught well though by Les Boyd. This time it's in Gormley. Stop man McGinty and Allen, but finally gets away. Tamati finally has to do. Nice break from Myler, is away. John Myler's got the break. And Myler now is away. He's only got Paul Ford in front of him, still going. Good tackle from Ford, gets the ball away to Mike O'Neill. Back inside to Stuart Wright, but good tackle from Ray Dwayne. In fact, Warrington in possession. It finally comes out to McGinty. McGinty now onto Brian Carpet. Carpet's got space. Going down that left wing. Good run from Brian Carpet. This time it's Les Boyd. Les Boyd charges forward, gets away from one tackle, still going. Warrington now moving forward, urged on by their fans. This time it's Gregory. Gregory onto Bishop. Bishop. Dave Allen looking for the gap. Good tackle though from Kurt Sorensen. Paul Bishop this time from the play of the ball, goes himself, looks for the gap. Once again Sorensen's there to stop him. Bob Jackson this time, hands it on to Gregory. Gregory moves across field, gets away from Fieldhouse, still going, inside to Foster. Foster can't take it, and Widnes back in possession. Fieldhouse from the play of the ball, goes himself, makes a few yards before he's brought down by Matt Foster. Keith Elwell onto Richard Ayres. Ayres though meets Les Boyd and Matt Foster and is pushed back. Elwell this time, once again Milo, Gormley. Another good run from Gormley, finally brought down by Dave Allen. Gets away from him and Tamati brings him down again. Mike O'Neill this time plays it to Milo. Milo sets himself up for the kick once again. Looks a good one, Paul Ford's going for it. But a good kick from John Milo. Sending play back inside the Warrington 25. So just under halfway through the second half. Warrington 4, Widnes 8. And a scrum down midway inside the Warrington 25. And the referee stops the clock. And the trainer comes on, an injury. Looks like Bob Jackson. And Tommy Gittins is on the touchline warming up, about to come on. And he's looking like Bob Jackson, who's injured over on that far side. And it's Dave Allen who comes off. Dave Allen being replaced by Tommy Gittins. So a scrum down, an important one for both sides. Gregory puts the ball in, out on the Widnes side. Danger now for Warrington. Mick Burt licking up in attack, hands it on to Darren Wright. Wright goes back inside. Pressure now on Warrington now. Tony Milo onto Fieldhouse. Fieldhouse, Elwell, Gormley. Gormley now. Good tackle over that far side. Dummy from Elwell. Inges closer to the Warrington try line. This time it's Sorensen, charges in again. Good tackle coming in from Paul Ford and Bob Jackson. But Widnes still there. Milo to Tony Milo, looking for the gap once again. The ball goes loose and Warrington have it. Jackson goes forward, breaks one tackle, good run again from Bob Jackson. Tony Hodgson this time from the play, the ball moves forward, brought down by John Milo. Gregory this time with the kick. It bounces awkwardly, finally taken by Hume. Hume now hands it on to Basnett. Basnett still going. Finally brought down on this near touchline, but with this back in possession. Tony Milo to Fieldhouse. On to John Milo. Milo though caught by Columbo, gets the ball back to Elwell. Elwell going right, looks for the gap and finds it. Elwell's away. Stopped by Paul Bishop. But good play there from Elwell. Mike O'Neill onto Richard Ayres. Ayres, good pass to Sorensen. Sorensen back to Stuart Wright. Wright, finally caught though by Ronnie Dwayne. On the Warrington 25-yard line, Mike O'Neill onto John Myler. Myler, long pass onto Mick Burt. Mert onto Tony Myler. Myler caught by Bishop, but gets away from one tackle. Still going, looking to get the ball away, and does to Fieldhouse. Fieldhouse back to O'Neill. O'Neill across now. David Hume. Hume moves forward. Caught though by Cullen and Foster. 6th tackle for Widnes. O'Neill to Myler. Myler with the kick. It's a tough one. Paul Ford, well taken. Well taken that by Paul Ford under pressure. Les Boyd takes it himself. Gets away from Fieldhouse. Brought down by Sorensen. Tamati going himself. Bob Jackson takes this one, goes himself. Makes it to his 25-yard line before he's brought down. Hodgson to Gregory. Gregory moving forward, looking for the gap, but he's caught. 6th tackle then for Warrington. Hodgson to Bishop. Bishop looking for the gap, caught. Back, and the kick coming in from Cullen. Mick Burt's underneath it, takes it safely. Well tackled over from Carl Cullen. Gets up, tackles him again with the assistance of Ronnie Dwayne, but Widnes back in possession. Well, this time onto Tony Myler. Myler straightens up, but Paul Cullen there again. Elwell's acting halfback, sends it left on to John Myler. Myler, Richard Ayres. Ayres gets away from one tackle and another good run there. Good run from Richard Ayres. Ian Gormley. Myler onto Fieldhouse. Fieldhouse still going. Sorensen to Myler. Myler, well, back pass there to Gormley. Gormley still going. Finally held by Jackson and Gregory. 6th tackle then for Widnes. It goes back to Myler. Myler with the kick. Another good one. David Hume's going for it. Paul Ford takes it well, but offside against David Hume. But beautifully taken there by Paul Ford. And Warrington about to make a substitution, their second. Matt Foster limps off to be replaced by Kevin Meadows. So Paul Bishop puts the ball into touch. Hudson takes it, hands it on to Boyd. Boyd charges forward. Stopped though by Fieldhouse and O'Neill. Hudson to Gregory. Gregory onto Gittins. Gittins straightens up, but no way through at the moment. Hudson to Gregory once again. Gregory slip past the Towers. Towers looking to break tackles, but just brought down by Richard Ayres. Gregory from the play the ball. And a free kick to Warrington. Offside against Kurt Sorensen. So Paul Bishop, once again, the responsibility of putting the ball into touch. Another good kick from Paul Bishop, taking play just short of the Widnes 25. What can Warrington now make of this play? 6 tackles. Hudson, Bishop, Gregory, looking for the gap again, hands it on to Boyd, but Boyd is caught. Gregory from the play the ball, sends it on to Jackson. Jackson straightens up, but no way through at the moment. Paul Ford to Gregory. Gregory onto Gittins. Gittins looking for the gap. Still going, stopped by Mike O'Neill and Keith Elwell. Hodgson to Gregory. Gregory looking for the gap once more, finding it. High tackle there, is it? No, the referee said it was all right. And Gregory looks hurt with that tackle. Referee stops the clock. Looked a very high tackle to me, but the referee says it wasn't. And now we've got a spectator on the pitch. And Kevin Tamate's pushing him off. And the police are on, not the sort of things we like to see. So Tamate onto Boyd, Boyd comes forward, hands it on to Meadows, Meadows goes for the corner but pushed into touch. And that is a scrum down. So a scrum down, John Mylock will feed the scrum as the referee moves them. Good few yards to gain, Myler puts the ball in. And Warrington in possession, Gregory out to Bishop, Bishop onto Paul Ford, he couldn't take the pass, the ball goes loose and Widnes in possession. Fieldhouse comes away with it. Mick Burke onto Mike O'Neill, O'Neill clearing the lines for Widnes. This time it's Sorensen. Sorensen moving forward, drops the ball, and that's a knock on. And another scrum down over on that far side, just inside the Widnes 25. So 12 minutes remain. It's Warrington 4, Widnes 8. And the free kick goes to Warrington. Gregory takes it quickly out to Bishop. Bishop to Dwayne. Dwayne now tries to get away from one tackle, still going. Knocking one man off, gets the ball away to Paul Ford. Paul Ford straightens up. Finally stopped by the Myler brothers. And the free kick to Warrington. Now what will Warrington do? Go for goal? Or will they take the tap? There's 12 minutes remaining. And Paul Bishop will attempt to pull 2 points back.
Hey, well, I hope you're not coming next year anyway. After this, there's two bloody good teams on there, and that they're not playing Dewsbury today, you know. They've got the best runner on this team, sat down there and stand.
So Paul Bishop comes up and strokes it safely through. Warrington pull 2 points back. It's Warrington 6 points, Widnes 8, 2 points between the teams. About 10 minutes remaining. So still everything to play for, real grandstand finish. 2 points separating the teams. Quite a bit of injury time for all the injuries we've had. Sorensen takes it and that's a nice kick and Tony Myler has it. Both offside. Sorensen doesn't like it, jumping up and down at the referee. Now Widnes don't like that at all, but Warrington have the free kick. Gregory has it in his hands and takes it quickly. Les Boyd now charging forward at the Widnes defence. Strong running from Les Boyd, stopped in midfield now. Can Warrington make anything of the 5 tackles they've got left? Hodgson onto Gregory, Gregory now moving forward onto Gittins, Gittins looking for the gap, making ground forward onto the Widnes 25-yard line. This time it's Tamty from the play, the ball hands it onto Gregory, out to Bishop, Bishop now slips, hands it out to Hodgson, Hodgson can't take it, kicks it ahead. Bouncing awkwardly, finally Stewart right and he knocks the ball on. The referee says it went backwards. Widnes back in their own 25. Fieldhouse has it. Good tackle from Jackson. Real tension, nail-biting stuff at the moment now as Myler hands it on to O'Neill. O'Neill's though well caught. Sorensen out to Myler. Myler with the kick. Paul Ford has it. Paul Ford now to take play back inside the Widnes half, straightens up, gets away from one tackle, finally brought down by Mike O'Neill. Went to know back in possession, Tony Hodgson hands it on to Dwayne, Dwayne straightens up, Good run from Dwayne, gets the ball away, picked up by Gregory. Gray now looking for the gap, but couldn't get the pass away from Bishop as he was storming through, but Warrington now back on the attack. This time it's Gittins moving forward, goes back inside, looks for the gap. The ball goes loose, it's picked up by Tamati, and a free kick to Widnes. It looks like for offside against Kevin Tamati. And Widnes will be able to relieve some pressure. And the kick is put safely into touch. 8-6 Widnes lead. John Basnett leaves it to Keith Elwell. Elwell onto Sorensen. Sorensen charges forward. Good tackle from Paul Cullen. Once again tackled well. Elwell dummies. But once again Paul Cullen is there. John Mylott onto Fieldhouse. Fieldhouse moves forward. Good tackle coming in though. This time Tamati. Elwell onto Mylott. Mylott long pass out. Richard Ayres. Richard Ayres straightens up. Widnes then in possession in midfield. Goes on to Tony Myler. Myler straightens up. Tommy Gittins has him well covered though. 6th tackle for Widnes. This time it goes to Myler. Myler with the kick. It's an awkward one. Basnett takes it and goes into touch. And that's a scrum down. So Gregory to put the ball in. And the free kick to Warrington. O'Neill offside. So Warrington with the free kick, a chance to make some useful yardage upfield. Paul Bishop with the kick, it's a good one. Taking play on the halfway line. Gregory will take it. Hands it on to Hodgson. Hodgson moves forward. Gets away from one tackle. Finally brought down by Mike O'Neill. This time it's Gregory, hands it on to Bob Jackson. Jackson moves forward. Good tackle though coming in from Ian Gormley. Gregory's acting half-back, sends it on this time to Bishop. Bishop onto McGinty. McGinty coming in on the burst, but he's well tackled. Once again it's Bishop, sends it on to Gregory. Gregory, long pass on to Meadows. Meadows charges forward inside the Widnes 25. Gregory's acting half-back once again. Onto Gittins. Gittins back to Gregory. Onto Bishop. Bishop now. Onto Hodgson. Hodgson moving forward. Well tackled though by Ian Gormley. 6th tackle this time for Warrington. Played back to Bishop. It's the kick. It's hanging awkwardly. It goes loose. And Tommy Gittins has it. 6 more tackles then for Warrington. It goes right this time with Gregory. Gregory, a long pass out, it's intercepted by John Basnett. Gregory can't believe it. He knows what the mistake he's done. David Hume, stopped by Tamati. Elwell hands it on to Mike O'Neill. O'Neill, stopped by Jackson. Keith Elwell sends it on to Myler. Myler once again sizes up the kick. And that looks a nice kick from Myler. And it is sending play right back inside the Warrington 25. Four minutes then remain. Widnes with a 2-point lead, 8 points to 6. Gregory then puts the ball in, comes out on the way to the side, but the referee McDonald isn't happy with that scrum. So Gregory will have to do it all over again. He puts the ball in, Warrington in possession. Paul Ford coming out with the ball. Stopped though by the Myler brothers. Gregory onto Bishop. Bishop to Dwayne. Dwayne now straightens up, but can find no way through. Gregory onto Jackson. Jackson moves forward, clears his 25. Gets away from one tackle, finally brought down by Kurt Sorensen. Hodson this time sends it left with Gregory. Gregory onto Tamati. Tamati breaks one tackle, the pass goes loose, and Widnes are in possession. Elwell goes blindside, stopped by Dwayne. This time it's Sorensen. And question who has possession, but referee says Kurt Sorensen still has the ball. Keith Elwell is acting halfback, sends it out to John Mylott. Mylott, a long pass on to Richard Ayres. Ayres on to Mylott. Mylott dummies, cuts back inside, nice break there. Mylott's still going, he's free, he's only got 4 to beat, cuts back, a nice pass out. Stuart Wright can't take the pass and kicks it away, disgusted lead with himself. A missed chance there for Widnes. Stuart Wright there.
Warrington's man of the match today, selected by the gentleman of the press, Warrington's Andy Gregory.
Now the match being selected by the press goes to Andy Gregory as he feeds the scrum. Comes out on the Warrington side, Paul Ford, and he's dropped the ball again. And another scrum down. And this time the ball goes loose. Bishop picks it up bravely. The ball goes loose. Myler's going for it and kicked bravely clear by Paul Cullen. And Warrington will have to drop out from underneath their own post. Time running out now into the last couple of minutes. Paul Bishop with the drop out. Referee McDonald waits till Les Boys behind the line. Bishop drops out. John Basnett takes it safely. Will take play back inside the 125 and he moves forward. Keith Elwell this time sends it onto Fieldhouse, on to Mike O'Neill. O'Neill over on that far side, well tackled by Ronnie Dwayne. Elwell once again sends it left with John Myler. Myler onto Mick Burke. Burke to Tony Myler. Myler comes back inside, stopped by Les Boyd and Bob Jackson. And Warrington back in possession. Bob Jackson had the ball. And Bob Jackson does come up with it. Les Boyd hands it on to Tamati. Tamati now onto Meadows. Meadows cuts back inside. Stopped by Fieldhouse and David Hume. Cullen to Gregory. Gregory. McGinty. Dummies looking for the gap. McGinty's away. He's got the break now. McGinty's away. He passes out to Bishop. Bishop now. He's got space. He's got place on his left hand side. It's out to Dwayne. Dwayne's going for the corner. What a try! Ronnie Dwayne! A great try! The try from Ronnie Dwayne! A fantastic try! The Warrington crowd are going mad! What a try from Ronnie Dwayne in the corner! Beautifully made. McGinty saw the gap. He was away. And Paul Bishop's pass was perfect. He took it on and Dwayne straight to the corner. Burke had no reply. And Ronnie Dwayne goes into the corner. And it's the Warrington fans who are celebrating. And Warrington take the lead. 10 points to 8. A fantastic try from Ronnie Dwayne. The referee stops the clock. The excitement is immense now in the Warrington fans. And they snatch victory. In injury time once again, time's up and Dwayne scores in the corner for a fantastic try. But what a break there from Billy McGinty. A great break. McGinty really made that try. He saw the break beautifully and his pass was perfect. Bishop was away as well. His pass also was perfect and Dwayne beat Mick Burke on the touchline and Dwayne was over in the corner. And Warrington look like they've snatched victory once again. Bishop, a difficult kick over on that far touchline. So Paul Bishop left-footed. It's a good kick. But it just goes left. The crowd are celebrating. They thought it had gone over. The touch judges said it didn't. So we're now into injury time. Warrington leading by 10 points to 8. The crowd now waiting for the hooter as Myler restarts. It bounces awkwardly and into touch for a scrum down. Still, perhaps Widnes can score and make a real grandstand finish. A scrum down inside the Warrington 25. Warrington 10 points, Widnes 8. Gregory will put the ball in. Gregory puts the ball in. It's out on the Warrington side, it looks like. Yes, Gregory comes away with it. He's being pushed back, but he won't matter about that. Warrington have 6 tackles now to play with. Paul Ford, from the play the ball, goes himself. Just takes a tackle from Mike O'Neill. This time it's Tamati going blindside, once again taking the tackle. Still time. Passing by in injury time, this time it's Boyd charging forward. Good run for Les Boyd, the crowd loving it now. Andy Gregory this time hands it on to Gittins. Gittins moving forward once again. And there goes the hooter. The Warrington fans go mad. It's Warrington who scored a try in the final minutes of the match. The try scored in Wayne. It's the Warrington fans who come on. They're jubilant and ecstatic. The team is big conquerors by 10 points to 8. Tony Barrow's on the field, congratulating every man. Man of the match was Gregory. And listen to the ovation the Warrington players are getting. At half-time they led 4-2 by a goal from Bishop and 2 drop goals by a John Myler goal. But in the second half it was Widnes who took the initiative. A Kurt Sorensen trying a John Myler goal took them into the lead. A Paul Bishop penalty goal then reduced it to 8 points to 6, and then in injury time it was the try from Roy Dwayne in the corner that gave Warrington victory, and Warrington progress into the semi-finals of the Premiership Trophy. They win by 10 points to 8, and it's jubilant season at the moment on the pitch. Bob Jackson there getting a tremendous round of applause. A standing ovation from the main crowd. As the teams go in, it's Warrington who progress then into the semi-finals of the Premiership by victorious here at Willspool. The final score, Warrington 10, Widnes 8.